It's Logan Crosby, and you're watching Celeb Secrets TV.
Celeb Secrets is here down in Nashville for CMA Fest, and we have the first guest of the week, Logan Crosby. What's going on?
I'm good. I'm tired. I didn't know I was the first guest of the week. This is
Guest
great.
of the week?
Okay, well, I hope I don't mess this up too bad. So.
No. You're setting the bar high here.
I hope so. Hope so. As high as we can get it.
Absolutely. Is this your first CMA Fest?
Yes, first one.
Right.
First one.
Are you excited to see everyone?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. There's a lot going on. I came last year, but just kind of chilled out. But this year it's like 5 shows. I have all kinds of stuff to do, which I'm excited about. So it's gonna be fun. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I'm excited for
I
it.
feel like you just keep releasing new music every week.
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, we were working on all kinds of stuff, and obviously once I finished my publishing deal, we were writing every day, some days twice a day, trying to get out music and trying to get things rolling. I have 2 great producers, Jonathan Singleton and Ben Simonetti. They're awesome, and so we just kind of get into a room and we work really well together, and we're like, we love these songs, so let's just put them out. And the month of March was definitely a lot. It was every 2 weeks we had songs, and we had to get songs out for tour, and so we went on tour with Megan, which was great, and then more music coming soon. So
Gotta be awesome though, because obviously people met you from the show, and now they're hearing your original music, and you're out there on the road playing all the new music.
yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I've had people come up to me at shows and go, like, we saw you on the show and we knew you kind of sang, but like you actually can sing a little bit. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's been fun, and getting to meet those people on the road that were fans of the show. And I've even had people that have come up to me and they watched me on TikTok back in like 2020 when I was posting stuff. And they're like, we are the originals. I'm like, yes, I guess you are. But all kinds of people, and however you found me, whatever. My table's big, so y'all all come sit. That's what I tell people.
Absolutely. And it's great to see that it's coming full circle, because like you said, you've been working on this for a few years now. I know like music is really what you want to do, so you got to be proud of yourself.
Yeah, it's been fun, and like I said, the show was great, and it kind of helped catapult a lot of stuff for me. But getting the music out and being able to go on tour and play all these shows has just been the best thing ever. I'm loving it.
Yeah, you got to tell me about the tour with Megan though, because I saw you guys had like some sold out crowds. Like, it looked really fun.
It was crazy. I'd never been on tour, so she took me on my first tour, and every single show was sold out. It was crazy. I think the biggest crowd was Statesboro, 2,500 people somewhere there, which was out in their parking lot at that venue. It was insane. And then we played some rooms that were smaller, like Eddie's Attic. That's a lot more intimate, which was cool. But it was kind of cool on your first tour, being able to see all the different rooms, a bunch of cool college towns, a lot of places I've never been that I want to go back to. Fayetteville, Arkansas is one of my favorite cities in the whole world now. I had so much fun there. I don't know why Fayetteville, but it was great. But I want to go back and kind of chill out, maybe go for like a Georgia football game or something one year. But it was a lot of fun, but it was so cool just being out on the road and kind of seeing how everything works. It was 3 weekends, and it was an absolute sprint to the finish, but we had a lot of fun, so it was good.
Yeah, like what did you learn about yourself through this whole process? Because like you said, it is new to you. You're out every night, playing shows, hitting the road.
I learned I can run off of about 4 hours of sleep if need be, and that I love a Buc-ee's. I mean, I've always kind of liked Buc-ee's, but going to a Buc-ee's and getting a coffee at 5 in the morning whenever you're driving to a show is awesome. But I think it's a lot about, as I'm young, I just got out of college. I like to go out and have fun, but when you're on the road, like you really you're a professional. You've got to sit down and you have to actually do your job, which I've learned from a young age that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. But being out on the road and kind of seeing that like this is something that you actually have to put a lot behind, and I think a lot of my friends are like, oh, you get to go out there every night and just have a lot of fun, and we take it really serious. And as an artist, everything we do, from songs in the set list to how the merch looks to how everything's set up, is very tedious and calculated, and it's been a lot of fun to kind of be able to do that kind of stuff. So
because it is a job at the end of the day. Like, yeah, we're having fun doing it, but
I love working in the entertainment business. It's great, but it's a job, and like I said, just down and we really focus on, like I said, the small things that matter, and like what do the shirts look like? What are the koozies selling for? I mean, because it's if people are gonna pay and come to the show, might as well make it the best experience for them as possible. So.
Tell me about the new song that just came out last week.
Yes, Breaking in This Broken Heart. I wrote it with Jonathan and Josh Phillips, 2 of my favorite people in town. It was one of those that, we wrote it and we made a little work tape of it, but we never demoed it. And it was just, it's a cool song, And actually the work tape, Jonathan did it. We messed it up like 5 times. And in the work tape, you can hear him go, well, how do you play this part again? Like, what's the words? And it was just kind of a mess. And I listened to it a couple times and I liked the song. And then one day we were talking about what we wanted to cut, and I was like, oh, I think that'd be a good one. And it's become one of my favorite songs. And Apple Music, it's doing really good on Apple Music, and it's streaming well on Spotify and everything. So people are liking it. I've had a lot of people text me like, that's my favorite song. And so a lot of the music coming out the rest of the year kind of sounds a little bit like that, which is cool. But I love that song. It's great.
I was going to say, how's this new music for you? What are you going to be singing about? How's the sound?
Yeah, it's good. We're actually, when y'all walked in the office, we're finishing up a lot of the stuff. We have an EP coming out in July. It's called 23 Days in LA. It's really cool, and it's a story I think as old as time. Two people fall in love, and one person's more in love with the other than they are with them, and they fall out of love. I mean, that's basically the whole EP, and it's a lot of fun. But it's actually based on a true story too, which is a little bit, as an artist, putting yourself out there in that way is always kind of nerve-wracking. But it's going to be cool, and I hope that everybody likes it. But it's coming out in a couple weeks, so we're finishing up the last little things on it. So
how'd you get the name, though? Did you spend 23 days in LA?
I did spend 23 days in LA. But yeah, I mean, it's all about, one person. It's kind of what I tell people. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you who it's about, but it's about somebody. So
that person know when they listen to it?
I don't know.
Are you good at like keeping, it a secret, or?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. But I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to see. Knowing my luck, she'll be the first person that texts me when it comes out. Like, all these songs are about me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But it is what it is. But the songs are great. Singles coming out off the EP at the end of June 30th. So it's a lot of fun. Some of my favorite songs I've ever written are on this project. And making a project's been so cool. I mean, I love putting out singles. It's awesome. But making a project's been a lot of fun, and it's been hard work, but I've loved doing it. I mean, because we just, every little thing, down to the pictures, down to the graphics, what you're posting on Instagram, is all calculated, and I've had so much fun doing it. I really have. It's been one of my favorite things I've done since I've started doing music.
I was gonna say, is this the first project that you've ever done? Okay.
First project. Hope there's many more, but first project, EP, 5 songs. I mean, so it's not anything crazy, but I can't wait to go make a record and start doing things like that. I think it'll be awesome. Yeah.
It's going to be really rewarding when you see that project come out and you're like, oh, the weight is off my shoulders.
Yes, it's a lot. It's just like, team no sleep until the thing gets out, and then, we'll probably find something else to get into after that.
Totally. But I love your music because I feel like it's very traditional country, because a lot of people are veering off, but you're sticking to that traditional but making it modern in that sense. So how do you do that, like when you're in the writer's room?
Yeah, I mean, I think, on the writing side of stuff, I just write, what I feel, and, whenever, if I go through something on the, sorry, I'm cussing, if I go through something on a Monday, I have a song written about it by Wednesday. I mean, so that's one thing, kind of just writing. And as a writer now, and an artist, I'll be in a room and I'll go, I'd never say that. Like, that's not something I want to say in a song. And I think that's a lot, because we are in a, you're in music. And I mean, the lyrics matter, and what you're saying in a song matters. So that's one thing. And then the music, I mean, I grew up on, in a era that we all had iPads and iPods, and we listened to whatever music we wanted to. I mean, my poor, Apple Music didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was listening to Adele, and then Jason Aldean, and then I was listening to Ludacris. I mean, I was all over the place. And so, kind of drawing from all kinds of different aspects of music is kind of how I think we keep it fresh. I mean, very much it's traditional country music, or neo-traditional, I guess you'd call it, but kind of pulling in from everybody and kind of pulling in from all kinds of stuff. I loved gospel music growing up, and so I was actually in church bands growing up, so still pull stuff out of that, realm of music too. So it's been cool though. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun.
Totally. Lastly, obviously, we are Celeb Secrets. We ask about like secrets, fun facts. What's maybe like secrets in the recording studio when you make this new music that's coming out that people wouldn't know just by listening to it?
Like a secret about me in the recording studio is, always need Diet Coke in the recording studio. I've tried to quit drinking Diet Coke as much, but that'll keep me going. And then having somebody there, my ADD runs everywhere. I think a lot of creatives, we all have ADD, but like when I get in there, I'm like, I can focus on the music for 15 minutes, and then I need to talk to somebody about something else for like 5 minutes, and just kind of going back and forth. And then I'm sure it's a pain to everybody in there but me, but that's just kind of where my head is.
So it takes long for you in there?
It depends. Okay. It really depends. When we went in and cut the EP, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. I definitely was like looking at how much time we had. I'm like, there's no way that we get this done. And we did. So it was great. And that probably was because I drank a lot of Diet Coke and had a lot of people to talk to. So, my God, it was. But, I guess that's my secret in the recording studio is I have to have Diet Coke to function in there, and that's it. I mean, I hope,